everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Ajlam here, and today I'm going to show you how to make an off-shoulder cape, romper or jumpsuit for a little girl. So today's measurements, the measurement that we'll be working with today are just the chest measurements, the waist, the shoulder, the armhole, the length of the cape, and the half length. So for this outfit, the half length is 12.5, but I'll be adding 2 inches because I'll be using elastic on the waist. So 12.5 is here. Now add 2 inches for the elastic as well as the seam, which is here. So that will be 14.5. So I'll mark it out all through. This is 14.5. And I'll connect it to a straight line. So the next thing to do is to mark out the armhole. The half of the armhole is 6. So this is 6 here. I'll connect it as well. This line also serves as the chest line. So the next one is the neckline. The neckline is 4. I'm going to use 3 so that by the time I fold it here, it will give me 4. So this is 3 here. Connect it as well. So after doing that, I'll come to this chest line and I'll measure out the chest circumference. For this, the chest circumference is 28. So 28 divided by 4 is 7. So this is 7 here. But because I'll be using elastic on the neckline, I'm going to add extra 4 inches because I need it to have enough volume to accommodate the elastic. So I'll add extra 4 inches, which is here, plus 1 inch seam allowance, which is here. So I'll connect it. So the same thing I did here is what I'll do on the waist. Everything is 12. So I'll bring it down here as well, 12. This is it. I'll connect it. So the same thing I have here, I will also add it to the armhole. Here is 12. I'll also add it here on this armhole, which is here. Connect it. Like I said, I'll be using elastic on both the neckline and the waist. So here I'll come down by ½ inch so that it will give space for the little girl. So here now I'll come in by 2.5 inch here, or let me just make it 2 inches. Come in by 2 inches, and I'll just connect it from here to this place. Oh, sorry, I connected from this point to this place. So here I don't want it to be straight. I'll just come down by half inch to give it a little curve. And I'll now connect it to this place here. So that is it for the upper part. I'll now cut it out like this. For this one, because it's an off shoulder, this area will not be needed. We'll only work with this area down to this side. So guys, let me just cut it out and show you guys. So this is how it looks like. I'll open it up. So I'll be using this material for it. So I'll place it like this. This is already folded into 4, as you can see, for the front and back. So I'll place it like this, and I'll just cut it out. So this is it. One is for the front, while this other one is for the back. So for the down part, which is the jumpsuit, I'll be using this pattern for it. So to know how to cut out this pattern, check my video on how to make a simple shorts for kids, and you will see how to cut out exactly this pattern. So I'll be using this pattern for the down parts. So all I have to do, so what I'll do now is to check what I have here on this upper part. Here I have 11.5. So I will now mark out the 11.5 here. Okay, it's already 11.5 here. So I'll add 2 inches down here for seam allowance and allowance for the elastic. So I'll add 2 inches downwards, and I'll just cut it out. I'll just follow it exactly like this and trace it out. So let me just do that. This is for the front part of the dress. I'll open it up here. So this is it. I really want this outfit to have enough volume so that it will be very free on the girl. So this is the front. So I'll still do the same thing on the back part. This is the pattern for the back part, so I'll still cut it out. So guys, we have both the front and the back part completed. So this is the back. And this is the front. So before sewing, let me show you how to cut out the cape. So guys, for the cape, this is 1 yard already. So as you can see, I've folded it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I folded it into 4 like this. So the cape, I'll be making it a circle cape. And to determine the circle cape, the standard is 6.28. So for this, the round, the shoulder is 32. So 32 divided by 6.28 will give us 5 inches. So but I will not be using exactly 5 because I'll be adding elastic. So I'll add extra 3 inches to it to make it 8. So I'll measure out 8 inches. Normal it should be 5, but I don't want it to be 5. So measure out 8 all round. So this is the 8 inches. So I will add, I want the length of the cape to be 6. So this is 6. So I'll add 2 inches for seam allowance and the elastic. And for the elastic, so this is 8 inches here. So just knock out 8 inches. Okay. Depending on how you want it, depending on how you want the volume of the cloth, how you want it to be. So if you don't want it to be too big, it's up to you. You can reduce it. So this is 8 inches here. So just cut it out. This is what we have. So by the time we add the elastic, it will give us exactly what we want. So guys, after this, the next thing to do is to join this and this, the front and the back. I need to close this point first. So just close this part and I'll close this one as well, and then we'll continue. So as you can see, I've joined this part and this part as well, and I've closed it here. So this is what we have. So this is it. This is what we have. So the next thing to do now is to join with the upper part. As you can see, I've given it a notch. So I'll join it with this one. But as you're joining it, make sure you give allowance because this is where we'll pass the elastic. So for this, I'll be using 1.5. So by the time I fold it over to put my elastic, it will be enough. So I'll be using 1.5 to join it, both the front and the back part. So let me do that quickly and I'll show you guys. So I've joined it, as you can see. After joining it, I had to close it up like this. I left small space that will enter my elastic. So this one is, I will be using 17 inches for the waist. So what I will do now is just to pass it through I did the same thing on the back side as well, as you can see. The back side, this is it. So I'll just use this to pass it through the waist like this. All you have to do is just to pass it through here. Be mindful of this area so that your elastic will not enter inside. So after passing it through, I'll just hold this point so that the elastic will not enter inside. I'll hold it, then I'll now adjust this very well to give me what I want. So I'll do the same thing on the back too, and I'll show you guys. So guys, as you can see, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. Remember, this thing is not showing now because that's the importance of bending it over so that your elastic will not be visible. So this is how it looks. So the next thing to do now is that I'm going to fold this armhole, then I'll now close it. I'll also hem this down part, and then I'll now show you how to fix in the cape. So it's a very simple outfit to make. So let me just do those ones and I'll show you. So this is how it looks like. This is the back side. This is the front. So now the next thing to do is to put the cape. As you can see, I notched here. This is the center front. So this is the cape. After trimming it, I'll check for where I notched it for the center. Okay, this is it. This is where I notched it here. So I'll take one of these. I'll join it together. I'll just give it a normal stitch down to just this point here, here, and here also. Then I'll do the same thing on this back side. So after joining it, or rather let me just join it and show you guys so that you understand what I'm trying to say. So guys, as you can see, I've joined the cape all around. So the next thing to do, like I was saying, is to just fold it like this inwards and give the space for the elastic to pass through. This is the size we're using. So we'll sew it all through. Just fold it like that, go through, and we'll sew it, but we'll leave allowance or space that will pass the elastic through this. So let me just quickly do that. I'll fix the elastic as well, and then I will now show you the final look of the dress. So guys, as you can see, this is the final look. This is the final look of the dress. As you can see, it's looking very beautiful already. So guys, that is it for today. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. So guys, I'll see you on the next one.